I love that movie Airheads, and and I'll tell you why I go back and really appreciate that. And Airheads, by the way, it had a radio theme. You guys were in a rock band. You and Sandler are in a rock band.
You were a big influence for that movie. Just so you know.
Was I?
Absolutely.
Really?
Are you kidding? None of that was lost on us.
Well, you guys invaded and took over a radio station in order to get your band played on the radio. That was the premise.
Yeah.
When I think about that movie, and Chris Farley was in it,
yes.
and I think Chris Farley, I go back and watch his old Saturday Night Live bits, and when his appearances on Letterman, I mean, that guy, and in your movie, he was playing, in Airheads, he's playing a cop, and just those little facial tics, those little moments where his boss the head cop is yelling at him. It's so fucking brilliant. And what is it? Was it because Farley would just commit to the character?
I think because he and Sandler always had not a rivalry, but a competition going on to see who could crack each other up the best. And so one night we were sitting there and Sandler sitting next to Farley, and Farley looks over at Sandler, and Sandler, he wears shorts, basketball shorts all the time, and he pulls his shorts up and he's yanked his nutsack down on his thigh. So a piece of his scrot is sticking out, and he points at it and he goes, "I got this growth." And Farley's like, "It looks like it itches." He's like, "I know. Is there a paste or something for this?" And these guys would do this shit with each other just to see who would corpse first. And that was always going on. And I think it's because I know when they became writing partners at SNL that they had a pact going, which was, I'm not going to be afraid. You don't be afraid. I won't be afraid. We'll go forward together with courage, And that's really what they did. And I think comedy, what little I know about it, and I'm not a comedian, is really about confidence. You have to really own what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing.
Did that movie make a lot of money, Airheads?
No,
it didn't. It wasn't successful.
It was the studio, they didn't really like it that much. They didn't. Steve Buscemi had a T-shirt on for the first 3 days that said "Blow Me."
Yeah.
And the studio saw the dailies and they were like, no, and they changed the shirt. But the movie takes place in one day. So when would Rex go and change his shirt? He doesn't, but you just notice that the "Blow Me" shirt's gone because that was too spicy.